Hmm? Ah!
You're listening to the Run for Your Lives podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Pake.
And this is the Run for Your Lives podcast.
This episode, Daphne, what did you do to me? Why? Why did you make me watch this? The things that I have been, now have to go through and see with my eyes. You made my eyes see these things. And have to go. Why would you do this to me, Daphne? I thought we were friends. No, I'm kidding. Of course, we are covering the slasher film Sleepaway Camp, written and directed by Robert Hiltzik and released November 18th, 1983. And boy, I didn't even put the synopsis down, but we know what it is. I said it last week as part of a combination synopsis for the game. I hadn't seen this. Maybe life would be better if I kept it that way. I don't know. Was interesting. It was something. I have lots of thoughts and jokes and concerns.
Good. I have concerns after watching some of it. Just realizing what they got away with back in the 80s in movies.
Yeah. I don't know.
Pake, it's a rite of passage.
Yeah. You can't film some of that stuff today at all.
No, you can't.
No.
Nor would you want to.
No. So yeah, no, we'll go. I was going to say like, we'll be light and easy about it. No, I think also because there's just, you know how I am. It's going to be jokes and I got to let myself fly. So disclaimer, these are jokes about the movie that we're watching. I respect kids. I promise. It's okay. They're safe with me. But so many things. I don't even know where to start.
I'm excited because I knew that this was going to make you this way. And so now we just get to talk about this movie. And the fact that you hadn't seen it, I mean, this was a rite of passage movie. You needed to see it. And now that you have, you can cross that off.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
And you can't unsee it.
I cannot. I think, again, I think I said this is one of those episodes. We're not breaking it down by character and really taking a deep dive. These are just a running commentary style notes again, where it's just in the order I took them and the guesses I had, the confusion I had, the worries that I had. Yeah, just all of it. That's what it's going to be. No, I think there is a point in my notes somewhere where I've even been just like, well, I wish I could unsee that and forget, but now I will never be able to. The rest of my life is impacted by the fact that exists in my brain somewhere. Cool.
Hey, I like to share the important things.
Yeah.
And now it's not only in my head, it's in your head as well. And so solidarity.
Yeah. And everybody who listens to this who also was, made to watch this if they so did. Catherine, I'm sorry.
Are you saying it was traumatizing?
Nah. I'm being dramatic for comedic effect because remember, everything I say in my notes, it's comedy, it's jokes. All right. Just keep that in mind in case I say or do something that you go, ooh, that you shouldn't say that. Jokes. It's all jokes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, that was quite an opening, but we'll continue now with our production notes. Was filmed in New York, including Glens Falls, Fort Edward, Argyle, and Lake Luzerne. Spawned 4 sequels, including Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. I've seen that one. Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. And 4, The Survivor, as well as another one that was returned to Sleepaway Camp, which brought back some of the original cast from this movie that survived this movie. The budget for this movie was $350,000. It grossed $11 million at the box office. It was 84 minutes long. And Pake is hurrying to find a synopsis for this movie.
I don't have to hurry. It's literally in my notes from last week. I can just pull that up because it's the first part of Sleepaway Camp Cretaceous.
Which may have been a better movie for you to watch.
Maybe. Where bunks and showers are a mad stabber's beat at a summer adventure camp strictly for teens, which that's in the official synopsis. I don't know. I'll go ahead and spoil one of my notes. I said, the synopsis says strictly for teens, but it looks pretty sure like the campers' ages are 8 to 28. So...
Really? Did you... You thought some of those campers were a little older than...
Just a little. They could have been the parents of the other campers, but, you know, that's fine.
I can tell already that this is going to be a ride. And I'm down for it, so... Yeah. When you say official synopsis, do you mean the IMDb synopsis? Because that's not the official synopsis. Someone
What's
put
the
that
difference?
there.
IMDb is always official. No. No matter what.
Oh, boy. Wow.
There's nothing I trust more than... No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Okay, so let me start with the opening to this movie. I had forgotten about.
The opening credits is just slow panning, establishing outdoor shots that this is definitely a camp. We can't see anyone, but you can hear them, so we know that they're there. And besides the sounds of campers talking, you also just hear very tense music, which is very not fitting for the outdoor scenes. And it's just like the little sting, and I was like, another cabin. I don't know.
It was really ominous. And then you get at the end that the camp is no longer open. Like it's dead, basically. The camp is dead as some of the campers. I didn't notice that before when I've watched this movie, and I've seen it a couple times. Like this might be the 3rd time I've seen it.
You watched it and then put yourself through it 2 more times?
Yes, because I had to share it with someone. Like I wanted someone to watch it with me. I try to spread the love of this movie.
Okay.
That's completely traumatizing and damaging at times. But I've only seen it a couple of times. I just remember the first time I watched it, the ending, I could not believe the ending at all. And it was intensely crazy to see a child's head on and then I see it. Okay, so it was already traumatizing to see the reveal the first time.
Yeah.
This time, now watching it as a podcaster who pays attention to details and seeing it's flipping back and forth between some prosthetic head or some weird head and Felissa Rose's head, it's strange.
I'm trying to decide, like, what the face... I know I said we're going to talk about this in order, and now we're literally jumping to the very end, but that's okay, no rules. What the decision for that was, it's like, well, yeah, Felissa, like, her face, she's like, that's the face she decided to make, and so they're like, well, we have to hold that, and so you got to stick with a face, because we can only make, like, a mask or whatever to put on this naked guy, so I guess that's the face we're staying with for way too long.
Well, and you know, a lot of the movies in the 80s that had, like, teen campers, those roles were played by adults. They were not played by kids. In this movie, they were played by adolescents. You know, and yes, in some cases. So, but for the main roles,
they had lots of kid actors and lots of adult actors interchangeably in love scenes with each other, and I don't like that. And I was very concerned for the well-being of these children in the 80s who made money.
It's just so bizarre. And there were things I forgot about, and watching this movie again, like I remembered Artie was a creep, but I didn't. The level of creepiness, I did not remember. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh God, this would never, no. No, it would not fly today. They would not make this movie today. Although, I will tell you. They are remaking it. And it's Kenan Thompson's production company got the rights to it.
Yeah, it's going to be way toned down from this, I'm assuming. I don't think that they're going to be going for the same level with a remake.
No.
I don't think, especially in the United States, I don't think you can.
No.
There are stricter laws for working with children in movies now.
Yeah. Exactly. And the Robert Hiltzik is involved. Like, he's going to be involved. And I'm like, whoa, Robert, things have changed a lot. I thought you were going to say in jail,
and I was like, that makes sense.
No. No. He did write it, too. I mean, so it's crazy. The premise is crazy. But, yeah, it is what it is. It's a movie. You watched it, and now it's in your head, too. It's infected you as well. So I can have that joy in knowing that now, if I reference this movie, you're going to know exactly what I mean. So.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then I have to relive it now with just my notes, which, again, are mostly me just joking and pointing fun at things. So I think it'll be okay. I'll have fun.
Okay. I'll try to rein you back to the, how serious this movie is.
Yes, it's cinema, peak cinema. Had a lot to say. Yeah. Yeah, so we talked about the opening, music. Before we really even see anything, we get the entrance to the camp where you see the sign that says it's for sale. And another sign that's posted on the gate that all I could read was sheriff warning. And I was like, is that like a bear warning? Be cautious. There could be a sheriff in the area and an encounter could be dangerous.
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't find the sheriff to be particularly effective in this movie.
No.
He was more traumatized than the kids at seeing dead bodies. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of get the camp, but then we get the introduction to Angela. Spoiler, we're going to go ahead and talk about that. With this guy and his two kids out on like a sailboat that's like toppled over on purpose, I think, just like so they can, jump off of it and swim and having a good old time. While people from the camp, which is, I guess, is Angela's whole thing, is like revenge on the camp that killed her dad. Because it was a lifeguard and a counselor from the camp that were out on the boat.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
And yeah, so I know that like this, like, the idiots running into a boat with a family around it was supposed to be horrifying and tragic. And on paper it is, but actually watching that scene play out, it was not the implied death I was cringing at. It was like, I was like, oh, the acting in this is going to be bad. Bad. Okay, here we go.
What on earth are you referring to?
Just all of it. All of it. The girl, like, sitting in they're gonna go help her. I'm like, okay, I can't with this.
I knew this was coming. I knew it. All I could think, honestly, is, okay, the little kids that were on the sailboat, their accents, I'm like, okay, this is definitely New York, because just hearing that, it's like, okay.
Oh, no. Well, the kid that was Peter at the time, again, spoilers, you haven't watched it, that turned into Angela. I mean, even though Okay, look, jokes. It's jokes. Because I know I don't want to make light of the subject, but like I really was while trying to figure out. I was like, okay, is this a trans story? Is this like what are we doing? And I don't think so. By the end of it, I came around to it's not. But I also don't think I could see how people could be upset to think like, oh, it's like transphobic because it's like, look, the trans character is the one that's really mentally unstable and crazy and killing people. I don't think it's that either. No. Honestly, I still think as far as like progressiveness for like homosexuality and even like transgender, it was actually quite a progressive film for the early 80s.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there was any like ill intent to like be against those kind of ideals either.
No.
It was more of just like, because there are real life historic cases of parents, adoptive parents, foster parents, whatever, abusing children in the way of like forcing them into like a different gender role for their own like reasons or like gratification or whatever. Right. And so it is a thing that has happened. And so it was kind of a play off of that to where it was like, it had nothing to do with Peter/Angela's like being a girl forced into that life. I'm trying to pick my words carefully while like being like where I'm at, but it was more that because she, it's hard. I still refer to like she because we know Angela as Angela for most of the movie. That it was just like, oh, there's an abuse and stuff that like she felt that was who Angela had to be, and so it just kind of ended up taking it out in these different ways. There's just a lot of like trauma and stuff. So really, I think Aunt Martha is the villain of the movie to point to is just like, no, she really fucked this kid up, really bad.
100%, because there wasn't a reason for her to do it other than her own personal reason. Well, we already have a boy.
Yeah. Now there are some underlying like gay themes that I actually thought were really interesting if they could have played into them more, but then if you do that, you ruin the reveal for people who like were super shocked by it. But like the whole Angela and Paul relationship, honestly, and it's weird because they're children, so it's like, no, you shouldn't have a movie with that. But at the same time, just for young queer people to have like an understanding of like, oh, I get that. Like I've had those like feelings or like I question myself or like do this. It could be helpful. Is you see that relationship, and here's like the one serious thing I'm going to talk about with this whole movie is where like Angela, and I'm like using quotations all the time, I mean, only Daphne can see, having this relationship with Paul before like he was fuckboy and totally like ruined everything for himself. But like there's this point where like they're kissing and making out and like getting like really like intimate with each other, and you can see that like Angela and even like Peter underneath all of that, you get that flashback of like Peter and the real Angela kind of walking in on their dad in bed in an intimate moment with another man. And I don't think they're pointing at like, see, my dad was gay, so it messed me up. No. I think it was like seeing like there was like this level of like, oh, that's a normal thing that does happen, and it looked like a beautiful thing then. Even though we were laughing as kids because we're little kids and we don't understand. You know, they would have been laughing if it was a woman. You know, because it's just a silly moment for a kid to like notice and be like, that's gross. And so I think that the reason they showed that flashback is in Angela and even Peter's mind as he's, you know, underneath all that is going like, okay, but I actually really like this boy. And like, there's like this questioning of like, girl, boy, whatever I am, I'm scared to like let my true self come out through whatever, because I don't know how Paul would react to that. But the feelings from my end towards him actually might be real. And I think that I can understand that. And that might be okay. Like, I think there was like that like underlying thing that's like, if they would have had time or a way to delve into that more, it could have been a better, more serious, progressive movie. I don't know. But then at the end of the day, it's like, we just want it to be a shock value slasher movie, and we don't need all the like actual like gay rights drama to put into it as well. But there is something that was written in there to be like, for somebody now looking at it all these years later to go like, oh, actually, like that was quite like progressive towards like queer relationships, to be like, it could have worked out for them maybe if there was like in a different universe, a different world where things weren't as crazy as they are.
Yeah. And look at the time that it was actually created. It was a very different time.
Yeah.
40 years ago, 42 years ago that it was created. And that, it was a different time. For its time, I think it was a unique movie because it did show that story, that piece, the way that it was constructed. Like, it was not, you didn't see that, really, in TV or movies. And, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's, like, the tragedy of the movie is, go back to, like, Aunt Martha, where it's, like, in the alternate universe movie where it's not a funny or, like, scary or gory movie. Probably not a good movie in any way, but it's like, and the alternate version of just like this story in fiction. It's like, man, if Aunt Martha wouldn't have like really screwed up this kid, you get an alternate universe like Peter that probably not Paul, but at least a boy like Paul that he could have found and had a great life. And no, we're not going to get that. Not at all.
Yeah, no. We got, no. We got a poor child who was traumatized on so many levels by so many things.
Yeah.
It wasn't that simple that, okay, my father and sister were killed in front of me. That wasn't enough of a traumatization. We had to have the crazy aunt.
Then you throw the aunt and her abuse on top of it. And then even after that, then going to camp with your cousin and being just subjected to constant bullying the entire time you're there, basically. Like, there's so many things that add up.
Yeah. Over and over again. And so, I mean, that's a lot for a child who's going through puberty.
Yeah, and so then throw on top of all that, then the complex emotional and sexual, like, complexities that their brain is going through the entire time too. Yeah. It's
hard enough to handle in the best of times. So to handle it during all of this and after all of this, oh my God. Like, it shouldn't be a surprise that Angela, aka Peter, melted down. I mean, there's a time jump between the initial boating accident and them going to camp. It's 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah. We get 8 years later, and then Aunt Martha's getting them ready to send them off to camp, which Aunt Martha taking the Eric Shea approach to dialogue, as loudly as you can. So that the audience can hear every single word clearly. Because she's also delivering each line in a style that I can best describe as alien trying to figure out how humans speak. Whoa, we will have you go over to the camp now. That sounds good. Is that good, Edward? Like, what the fuck was... I don't... Like, I guess they're trying to portray that she's, like, kind of a psychopath, but it's like... No, now I just think, like I said, she's an alien who's trying to pretend to be a human and figure out how they work.
Yep. They're complicated beings. Let's just say that.
Because, but so we see, the two kids. At first, I thought, because this is me, like, I was like making guesses, like, so the two kids in the earlier scene, although I thought one of them died, but then the boy that survived, because I knew it right off the top, I was like, I made a mental note of that. I was like, oh, the little boy is swimming away, and then the sister and the dad died. So then whenever it cuts to 8 years later, I was like, okay, so Ricky's the little boy that survived at the beginning. But then it was like, who is this? Because he's referring to her as mom. And I was like, but it's his, they went to their aunt. So like, did they just call their aunt mom? And it was like, maybe both kids survived. I was so thoroughly confused, which is why I figured out the big twist very early on because of my confusion, because I knew in my brain the boy survived at the beginning. And so then when Ricky's like, oh, this is my cousin, and I was like, okay, so Martha's his mom, and then the kid that survived would have... okay, got it. Like, it's just like my brain went like, okay, that's the twist. That's weird.
I didn't want you to know ahead of time that part of it. I wanted you to see the big ending scene that, like, shocked everyone. Like,
yeah, no, I figured it out pretty quickly because they showed their hand right off the top. I was like, that was clearly the little boy swimming away. So,
and I didn't notice that until this watch.
Yeah.
Because I looked at it like a podcaster, looking at details. Yeah. I'm like...
That's why I was so confused, because, like, well, then clearly both kids survived if they're both here, and then... Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aunt Martha, who, again, I guess is constantly in an audition for the Amelia Bedelia stage play. And she's overacting and over-enunciating and over-projecting every line.
I feel like it reminds me of, who was that kid from the Poseidon Adventure?
That's why I said she that was my note, taking the young Eric Shea approach to dialogue delivery. I will always be throwing back to him.
I will say this. For Ricky being the size he was, the age he was not afraid to take on kids bigger than him to protect her any day. I mean, Angela was lucky to have Ricky because he was not going to let anything happen to her.
Very solid cousin. Good guy.
Very solid. Yeah. One of the few good guys in this whole movie.
Yeah. But yeah, so the two kids are getting ready to go to Camp Arawak, which, same camp that Angela... I gotta stop doing that, but you just refer to Angela throughout the movie, because that's the character we most know. Father was killed in front of her by one of the camp's boats, like I mentioned.
All because a counselor let this girl drive the boat.
Yeah. And so it was before they even left Aunt Martha, I was like, okay, got it, Angela's the killer. I figured that out as well, because Daphne, who's bad at not spoilers, I guess, last week said, I'm not going to say anything about it except Angela! And then I was like, okay, so I take that to mean she's the killer, and...
No,
she's going to the camp to exact revenge on people who killed her dad. Got it.
That's not why I said Angela.
But that's
I said
all
Angela.
that I took from it.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
So, the not information that you totally didn't give me was helpful.
Uh-huh.
Right from the get-go. Yeah. And then it just, again, so we start with the weird lines. I was like, oh, this is going to be some kind of, like, quasi-pedo, erotic, weird kind of... Because I was like, okay, I'm uncomfortable. They haven't even left the house yet, and I'm uncomfortable. We have this, like, thing with Aunt Martha. She's like, we can't tell anyone how you got your physicals. Which now that it's like, oh, because Angela couldn't have actually had a real medical physical and then gone into the girls' camp, like, at that time, I get what that meant now. But the way it was, like, it didn't come across as there's a mystery that needs to be solved. It came across in a very different way when she's looking at these two kids and being like, we can't tell anyone how you got your physicals. And then Ricky's like, I won't tell a soul. And I was like, I don't want to know. Because her delivery made it 100 times more concerning than it probably should have been. What did you do to those poor children?
She said she was a doctor. And I'm like, oh my God. You must have a fool for a patient, because I can't imagine anyone wanting to be treated by you.
Yeah, so that scene ends and I went, so Aunt Martha's the serial killer. That's not a question or like a guess or a spoil. I'm just stating it, that even if she's not in this movie, she is. I promise.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And so when they get to camp, and then what's the first person we really meet at camp that gets like a big focus? Artie. And then I'm like, now I'm very uncomfortable. Actually, you know what? Send the kids back to Martha. I take it back. She's totally fine. That is a way better person for them to be around. Artie,
oh my God. So creepy.
Because really, like, why
disgusting.
Why the actual fuck are this guy's coworkers at a children's summer camp letting him talk like that and not immediately stabbing him to death in the yard on site? Throw them all away. All of them are bad people. All of them straight to jail. You're an accomplice if he's talking to you about that and you're laughing and joking and you're surrounded by children. Go, all of you, to jail now, immediately.
To be fair.
No, there's no fair. No.
No, Artie gets his.
Oh, he does, but everybody else who's sitting there and laughing at the things he's saying, no, they're all trash. Make them all go away forever now, immediately.
Well, at some point they do leave. Because people leave the camp.
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah. No, that was very uncomfortable. I was like, I'm not even writing down anything he said, because why would I? And then we cut back to the kids. I'm like, thank God I don't have to see that guy on my screen. And then Ricky is when they meet Paul.
Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. I don't know why that just came into my head right now.
I don't know what that is.
But it's 18 in Life by Skid Row.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
All right.
It's gone. Let's keep going.
I guess it fits. But yeah, that's when he introduces my cousin Angela. So I was like, okay, my overconfident guess earlier was wrong. And he's like, and then I was like, okay, or there's a weird twist. And that's when my brain was like, got it. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure the girl died with the dad. So I was like, maybe the boy lived and it wasn't Ricky. It was a different boy, because it was definitely a boy swimming away. And then I was like, now I'm confused. And then, yeah, immediately I was like, well, the one that lived and came to live with, got it, figured it out.
There was no physical reason for Peter to be Angela. Like, the only reason that Peter became Angela is because of the aunt.
Yeah. Which then, like, the age that they are, I'm not going to get into it. It's like, how long are you going to hold that up? How do they still... No, doesn't matter. But yeah. And then you meet some of the other campers. And then I guess, it was like, oh, there's Judy. Me and her had, like, a thing last year. And he's like, hey, Judy. And then she won't... Oh, he's like, I'm not good enough for her anymore. And I was like, well, she looks like she's 26, so I hope not, little dude.
And the whole girls mature faster than boys thing. I mean, sometimes, yes, some girls do.
Yeah.
And sometimes boys do.
But they don't become mother of two who works as a secretary at a law firm in that period of time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. So yeah, she's like, I don't think she likes me anymore. I'm like, honestly, that should be good, because she's 30. I think you're good. I'd be worried if she was still into you, man.
Oh man.
And then we see Angela at camp, and I was like, yeah, she's a bit creepy. Doesn't eat, doesn't speak, doesn't blink. I see, like, going off. And then we get Artie's death, and I was like, so the killer is the hero of the movie. Got it. Good. Yes. That's cool. If they're going after Artie, they're the superhero, not a killer. And then I love that they couldn't ease his pain. Good. Very good. And I thought he was going to die in that scene. I was like, ha ha. All right. And then I was like, honestly, prolonged misery and agony, even better.
Yeah. And they made a point to mention that there was no sedative strong enough to stop the pain.
Good. Fuck him.
Well, because, was it Ronnie took Angela into the kitchen because she wasn't eating to try to find something for her to eat, like ice cream, which I'm like, well, that's really nice. Ice cream for lunch. Okay. That's cool. But then he takes her into that walk-in area and he's gonna assault her. But then Ricky, right time, ready to take him on anyway, even though he's three times his size.
Yeah. Now, Ricky, I mean, I clearly saw how throughout, like, the whole movie, he's the red herring. Where it was like, they want you to think that it's Ricky killing all these people to protect his cousin, even to the point that, like, the camp owner, Mel, is, like, very much like, I got it! It's Ricky! And there's so many times where, like, they legitimately just film and show things that are not accurate to just go like, yeah, it's Ricky, see? Like, because with, like, the Artie scene, like, we don't see the face of who's doing it, but, like, we see the arms. It's like, those are some pretty masculine arms. And the actress that played Angela, does not have. So I was like, I guess they're throwing us off of Angela's case, but it's like, because if I had to guess, like, I put myself in the mind set of, I don't know who the killer is. Let me try to figure it out. It's like, yeah, then you want to think, yeah, it's Ricky because he's a little muscly. He's, he's kind of a well-built kid. I'm like, yeah, he's got some good muscles. So it could be him. I was like, maybe it's Ronnie. He's kind of jacked. Like, he knows what his own workers are up to. Like, he knows, the people that work for him or, under him. Because I think he's like a manager, like head counselor kind of thing.
But he looks 35.
Yeah.
Right?
I was like, Ronnie's kind of jacked. Like, maybe he knew that Artie was up to some shit when he left Angela in there and is like, all right, time to fucking take care of this guy. It's got to happen. So I was like, well, I don't know. Because I was like, I mean, I know it's Angela. But they're throwing us off the case with the arms. And then even like whenever like she pops up under the canoe with like Kenny. And I was like, that's just Ricky. Like, and then with Judy later, it's like they showed Ricky in the room. It's like, because I was like, they're really hammering. It's like, oh, look, it's Rick. So I was like, well, I know that's a red herring at this point.
Honestly, I thought that whole thing with showing Ricky and like showing up at Judy's cabin, to me, I didn't think it was Ricky. I thought it was like this visualization of what's going on inside Angela. To be honest, that's what I thought. And maybe that's a hell of a lot deeper than what they were intending. But that's what I interpreted it as. Yeah. And she got some pretty serious shit too, and I'm glad. What happened to her? That was fine.
But yeah, and then we get just some like random other scenes. It's like, okay, the murders are started, and then we spend so much time doing other things. We get, the movie's less than an hour and a half, and how long did we spend on a baseball scene? Yeah. After we spent an entire monologue on a camp prank scene, it was like really stretching out that budget, huh? We can only do so many things in this movie in general, so we have to like spread them out. So we spread them out. Paul's Booty. That's a Beastie Boys album, right?
Oh man, I knew that was coming. I just
they were introducing this camper Mozart to their favorite Beastie Boys album. That's what that scene was. Paul's Booty. And then they go to the baseball scene. It was like the camp counselor. What was his name? It's already completely gone out of my mind.
Hold on. Let me see, because I probably have it still. I have it pulled up, so I can tell you. Gene? Was it Gene?
Maybe.
Or Eddie?
It wasn't Eddie. He was the counselor that went to the woods. I remember that for some reason.
Because it was terrifying and horrifying?
Yeah, so I think maybe
What
Gene,
happened?
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, he's also the umpire. That's not unbiased at all. Because it's his campers that are playing against these other ones. Maybe one of my favorite lines of the whole movie, because I was just like, that's actually really creative, and I wish I heard that more often, was during the baseball game where Billy, he goes, eat shit and die, Ricky. And he immediately responds, eat shit and live, Bill. I was like, that's great. I love that.
Again, Ricky pushing back against people that are older than him.
Yes.
Like
by 20 years. Yeah. Even though he's still a camper there, he's just in another it's really extended the ages. Sometimes, the owner of a chain of grocery stores also needs to go to summer camp and unwind for a little bit. Oh my God. He belongs there. It's fine. Let him bunk with a bunch of 12-year-olds. It's fine.
No. Oh, man.
Let him go to a social and dance and hit on 12-year-old girls. That's fine. It's the 80s. We're allowed.
Okay. So some of the people that were filming were not 25 or 30. Not all of them were
but
older.
Some of them were.
Some of the counselors were.
And some of the campers, too.
Do you think? Okay, so, all right. Judy was 17 when she filmed. Okay. 17. I looked that up.
That's
I just looked that up.
No. I'm sure that's what all of them said to get in there. Where's the paperwork? Show me the documents. Where's their birth certificates?
Oh, God.
I don't believe them. They have the same... Then I'm thinking... I love the reference from the movie Benchwarmers. Have you ever seen that?
Would I have seen Benchwarmers? Think
Probably
about that.
not. Probably not.
Right.
But yeah, it's like
I
this,
know
like,
who's in it. That's it.
Yeah, where they like build like a little league team to like try to go to like the little league like World Series and stuff and like play on. And there's a scene in there where one of the teams they're playing has like a literal like 30-year-old man drinking a can of beer standing on the pitcher's mound. It's like, that is clearly not a child. And like the umpire goes over to him. He's like, can I see some identification? And he unfolds a piece of paper with like $100 bill or $20 bill, maybe even in it, with written in crayon, I am 12. And he goes, yeah, it checks out.
Oh my God.
And I was like, that's how a lot of these campers got in here.
Not all of them were older, okay? They weren't.
Not all, just most. No, some. No, but there was also like 5-year-olds there. So, you know, it was like the opposite, because it says it's for teens. So it's like, how did they get in here? I'm Will Old. I could drive. Look,
I don't know why they put that on the synopsis on IMDb. Whoever did obviously hadn't watched this movie.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to the social later to try to get a girlfriend.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, this is going exactly how I expected it was going to go.
Yeah. Where were we? Baseball scene. Just because I had to say Ricky's on his Carlos Correa shit. What a catch it short. That was great. Then part of me was like, some of the other things are so concerning in this movie. Honestly, at this point, I think I'd rather just watch the rest of this movie just be a baseball game. I just want to watch these people play baseball. I think I would enjoy that better than whatever's going to happen next.
Well, considering Peg, I think it was actually softball and not baseball.
Same thing.
Oh, in an alternate universe, Peg watches Sleepaway Camp and prefers to watch the game. Okay. Yeah. We also meet Mel, the wonderful camp director, who wants to keep everything quiet about Artie, not wanting anyone to know any of that is happened, and is paying an extra $50 a week. No, I'm talking $50 a minute, buddy. Not a week.
Yeah, weird camp. It's for campers aged 8 to 28. Yeah. I already made that joke, but yeah, it's there.
Oh man.
And then we go to the social, and then the kids are picking on Angela, and Ricky goes and like tries to fight them again. Ricky just wants to fight everybody. That's just let him beat up somebody. That's all he needs. And then, you know, that ends. And then as Paul and Ricky are wandering off, Paul's like, you know, don't worry about it. We'll get them back. And I was like, no, Paul, that was the last line of dialogue in the last scene that Bill was saying to his friend. You know what? It works. I know you're reading the wrong page of the script, but it works. Keep it moving on. Angela, so far, nailing your lines. Great job. Keep it up.
0 lines.
Yeah.
She's got the death stare down.
Yeah, this movie, next couple scenes that play out, were definitely way more butts than I expected to see. And definitely 100% more penis than I expected to see. So I will say that.
Yeah.
About a children's summer camp movie, a lot of more butts and genitals than I expected to see. I'll give you that.
A lot of folks were shocked. That reveal at the end shocked the hell out of everybody. Yeah. Like, no one was expecting that at all. Mm-hmm. So, was a surprise.
Yeah, because they're doing all their skinny dipping, and which, I don't know. You know, Angela may be worried about, like, sexuality and stuff, but you know what? I think you probably fit in a lot better than you think you do at this camp, because all of those boys from the other camp being like, none of the girls want to go with us? Okay, that's fine. Strip down and we're going to do it ourselves. Woo! And it's like, I think you're in like company. They're just not going to tell anybody. I think you're fine. But yeah, Kenny goes out on the canoe with Leslie. I was like, oh, Kenny's an idiot. I was like, what? When he goes under the canoe, Leslie. I was like, why is he calling for Leslie? And he literally just watched her swim away.
Exactly.
Like, he commented about her swimming away. Why?
Yep.
And who's Bob?
Like, Kenny, you saw her swim away. Why on earth would you be under the canoe yelling for her?
It's just simple.
I thought it was
So
super
stupid.
clever because he was going on and on about water snakes that one came out of his mouth when they found his body.
Yeah, that's like my next note is, oh, he found his water snake.
And again, the camp director, Mel, let's keep it quiet. We don't want anyone to know.
I know, because then it's talking to the police officer, and I was like, okay, Mel seems like he's hiding things. Like, I don't think he is, but if I was the cop, I'd be very suspicious of him. Like, oh, we don't have to talk about that. It's like, okay, based on the things that you're saying and your tone of voice and body language, you killed the kid. Got it. Let's go. Like, that's all I can think now.
We figured it out.
We've cracked this case.
At this point, you don't really know who the killer is. Like, you think you do, or you have suspicions, but it's not a killer that you actually see.
Yeah.
Here's the face of the killer carrying it out. You just see what they give you.
Yeah. I just jump around because my notes is like things would happen and be like, I don't have any comment about this. Whether it was just like a whole other scene of nothing, or I was like, I don't want to write down anything that just happened because it makes me sad for these kids. But yeah, so next, it's nice of Judy to wear a shirt with her name on it in case people forget who she is.
I don't know how you could.
And then also I was like, I guess Judy has a thing for Paul, which really it was more just a thing for torturing Angela.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
It was like you keep watching him and Angela very jealously. I was like, I think he's like 10 years younger than you, lady. I don't think you need to be.
In real life, about 4 years younger. Which is still a lot.
Yeah.
But
at that age, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a little.
But yeah, Paul likes Angela. He talks to her. He actually gets her to say words back.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal.
He's the only person she'll talk to for a little bit. And then later, after that, we see like she is opening up a little bit. She'll talk with Susie, the other counselor, and her mom.
Yep.
And then that's about it. Maybe some other, like she'll talk with Ricky. And then, yeah, Paul, she's got a crush on. She'll talk with him. And then, yeah, Susie seems sweet, so she'll talk with her. Meg, however, still doesn't want to talk to Meg. And then that's where you see, it's like, Meg does not have the patience to be a camp counselor. You can't shake children for not talking to you. That's not how that works. I promise you can't do that.
You definitely can't. And at one point, she's like going after Angela.
In things that I do, I've had moments where I can't get kids to talk to me. I don't shake them and call them a bitch. I can't do that.
No, it's not allowed. Yeah. I mean, people have to intervene anytime she talks to Angela.
Yeah.
I feel like she's ridiculous.
And then, yeah, Judy, we get so much with her. How come you never take showers with the rest of us? You queer or something? I was like, listen, I know this was the 80s and that was like a huge insult, but also, if that was the case, wouldn't it be the exact opposite? Like, wouldn't she be really gung-ho to do so and get in the showers with you? Logic is not Judy's forte.
No.
And then I won't go into what
not.
she says to Angela after that, because no, but that's not how that works. Why? Again, some of the dialogue, I'm like, why when you think of a child's age? No, why would that be the thing that, no, okay, no, no. Logic and Judy don't go.
No, absolutely not. They definitely don't.
That's not how that works. Yeah, and then we say, it's like, okay, so anyone who wrongs Angela is getting murdered. And so they give you like the red herring of like, well, it's Ricky protecting him. And it's like, or it's Angela just like, okay, you're on my shit list. Only men and boys at first. I was like, okay, so that's, again, one of those things that leads you to Ricky. He was like, okay, who does he have more access to? And it was a lot of bees in an empty hive for Billy.
Yep. And I question the amount of damage done to his arm
Yeah.
in such a short period of time.
Well, they're arsenic bees, you know?
Yeah, they are. Hollowed him out. Like, all these, like, little holes. It looked like they were nesting in his arm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that was fast.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it happens that fast. Billy was a bad boy.
Mm-hmm. I guess. Yeah.
Evidently. I mean...
He threw a water
he
balloon at her. So
he did.
Death immediately. That's the only way that can go.
He was causing Ricky some trouble too, and I think that at that point Angela was like, okay, you know, if you fuck around with him, I'll fuck around with you.
You better believe it.
I don't think they were bees. I think they were wasps.
Well, those are very clearly bees in the scene when they're all over his body.
Yes, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would be more likely to wasps.
That was like a wasp nest. I was like, there's a lot of bees to come out of an empty wasp nest.
Well, you know, they were just squatting.
Yeah.
Temporarily.
And then we get some more sweet moments between Paul and Angela until like they're on the beach and like they're kissing, and I was like, oh, it's sweet. And then of course he starts like trying to like unbutton the shirt, and then it's a little pushy, and I'm like, okay, Paul, you've been a sweet kid. I've liked you. No means no. Don't wind up dead next because you're thinking with something else than your brain. Like, let's...
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But then because of him doing that, that's what flashes Angela back to what I talked about earlier. And I was like, it was interesting. I was just like, it's a gay love scene in a movie from the 80s without any like real like strings attached to it. I was like, that's bold. And then it was like being part of Angela's backstory. I was like, okay, so her dad was gay. Cool. Think I got it, or I'm way off and I'm insane, but I'm pretty sure I figured it. Like,
yeah, no, her dad was gay.
And so then I was trying to figure out before we get the reveal with Aunt Martha, then I was like, are they really going that far? Which they didn't quite, but it was like, so it was the little boy that survived. I wasn't crazy. I was like, and he like became his sister. And then that's when I was thinking, is this like a full like trans story? And then I was like, that could also be quite problematic if you make a trans character very mentally unstable. So I hope that's not exactly the case. And then it wasn't, that there was kind of another twist to it that made it feel better. I was like, well, we already have been given the hint that she doesn't shower with the other girls, and that would be a good reason why. So yeah, got it.
Absolutely.
And then Judy messing with Paul. She's so small. I was like, you're the one to talk, Judy. You're like 30 years old and you're half the height of the 14-year-old standing next to you that you're awkwardly hitting on. I don't know why you're...
Oh, man. I mean, Angela had one thing she had.
Mm-hmm.
She had Paul paying attention to her.
Yeah.
Judy couldn't stand it. She had all these other guys like paying attention to her and after her, because we were led to believe that Judy suddenly developed in the last year since she was at camp.
Yeah, which Paul was the one that mentioned that when we first met him, and he's talking about that. So that goes to my next note, because I was just like, then we get Judy and Paul kissing, and then Paul going to apologize to Angela in the worst way. He's like, I'm real sorry I did that. I'm sorry, but you'll forgive me, right? Like, and I was like, oh my God, you're still saying everything wrong and doing everything. It was like, I liked you, Paul. You seemed like a decent boy. But no, maybe we should have taken the hint from the lines that you said the first time we saw you. You're just a fuck boy. Got it.
Yep. I mean, when she was kissing him, he didn't stop her, but I didn't feel like he was like fully committed to, okay.
I don't know what happened. Is not a good excuse or like reasoning for things like that.
No. But I think he definitely was. He wasn't the initiator of that whole thing. She did that on purpose to her Angela. Oh, yeah, that was all that it was about. I'm like, okay.
But he also was like, which again, is it the 80s? I don't know. But it was very much like anytime he like tried to make a move on Angela and she'd like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. I'd be like, Angela, what? I'm like, no.
Angela, I'm not doing anything. That's what he said.
Yeah.
When he was trying to unbutton her shirt.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. It's like,
no, dude, this kid's not innocent. This kid's not innocent either.
No.
Yeah. The Mel is now thinking that it's Ricky. He's been putting like his own pieces together, which again, like if you're falling into the traps of the red herring that the movie is giving you, then like, yeah, you're supposed to believe that as well. But I was like, no, I think it's Angela the whole time. I was right the first time. I'm pretty sure. Daphne told me so without telling me so, and she doesn't think she told me so.
That's not why. I told you that.
And then we see Meg is into Mel, and I'm like, that's gross.
I mean, there was what?
I think there's
years?
Definitely some like rules
40 years
against
between
camp
them.
owners that are much older having relationships with their teenage counselors at their camp. I think there's laws about that.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty sure.
I don't know how old the actor was when he was playing the part, but I thought there was at least like 45 years between them.
Yeah, it's like, no. I've done one summer camp. I went to do, as a kid, I think the year after fifth grade. I went to a summer camp. I've done it once. I did. And yeah, no, the counselors seem a lot older to you when you're there.
Mm-hmm.
No, because like there's like a 3 or 4 age gap between the kids and the counselors. Counselors are 17 and 18, while the kids like 12, 13, 14, 15. Like,
okay.
It's children leading children. It's mayhem.
Mayhem.
Like there are literally like a camper that will be at the camp one year and then go back the next year as a counselor and be co-counseling with their counselor from the year before. Like, there's really not that big of an age difference between campers and counselors at these things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no.
Crazy to me.
Yeah. But in this specific scenario, it's like, as a camp counselor, she can't be older than 18, 19. Like, it's like, no.
And he had to have been 65. I don't know what she was hoping to get from him, and I didn't understand.
Because he didn't have money either. I can tell you that.
No, he didn't have
clearly. Money. He's running a failing camp. Didn't have money.
At that point, a lot of the campers had left, too. Yeah. They were down to a lot less.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised they were allowed to have any. I feel like if a camper dies in mysterious circumstances, you cancel the camp and all the kids go home that day. Like, there's not... Yeah. You don't just keep going. Pretty sure that's not how that works. But then we wouldn't have a movie, so...
Right, and we need to have a movie.
Yeah. So Meg's getting ready for her hot date with Old Man Mel. And we get shower murder, a classic. Every horror movie's got to have it.
It was perfect. It was very Friday the 13th to me.
I don't know why the shower is made out of, paper, but...
Oh, yeah.
But, it was a classic shower murder scene. And then we go back to the social, and Paul is walking in, Angela's coming out. I was like, Judy has some kind of weird radar that pings the second that Angela and Paul are near each other, that she can immediately pop up like a bad rash. Just like, I'm here too. Like, how she knows.
She's poison ivy is what she is. She is. Poison oak, one of those.
Yeah, and then we get
bad rash.
Yeah. Robbie, the other counselor that takes the little guys out for a little camping thing. Eddie. Whatever, yeah. Who cares?
The little guys? Yeah, but remember what they were doing, the little guys.
Sleeping.
No, what were they doing when Angela got thrown in the water?
I know. That's what, because I was like, what did these little kids do? I was like, were they the kids that were throwing sand on Angela and Ricky? Because that's a little extreme. Like, now you're gonna die for that.
I thought so too. Yeah, I thought so too. All I can think is the two little boys that had to go back. I'm like, okay, yeah.
This is the best decision
Eddie,
they ever made.
They saved your life, Eddie, because you were all gonna die.
But yeah, so also, all the other people that have died in this movie so far, I've been like, yeah, that's fine. They're either terrible counselors or they're campers who are in their late 20s anyway and shouldn't be there. So, it wasn't.
You're beating a dead horse with
and I'm going to continue. But then I was like, okay, yeah, I was not a fan of the little kids getting killed. I was like, that one actually made me sad.
Oh,
Angela, I was rooting for you. What did they do? It's just some sand. Get the fuck over it. They're fine. They're kids. That's when I went, wait, she's not the hero? Wait a minute. This is not good.
You know what? She's the traumatized anti-hero, is what she is, because she went through a lot.
Yeah. And then we see, Judy with some other guy that, she met at a job interview somewhere for, real estate firm that she was trying to work for. And... Mel comes in and then he immediately leaves and she's all like, huffy about him leaving. And I was like, she's awful. And every time that she's unhappy with something, I'm pleased. So good.
I don't know what brand curling iron she was trying to use on her hair, but it didn't do a very good job curling the pieces she was trying to curl. No. But it did a great job singeing inside her.
Yeah.
Because that's where that went. If you didn't... When you use a hot curling iron as a sex toy,
I wouldn't advise it.
I wouldn't.
No.
I fight with my curling wand. I have, several burns on my fingers and hand from my curling wand. They're very effective for burning things, especially your skin.
Yeah. Buy a different kind of wand for the other thing.
Yes.
That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we kind of get near the end here now where it's just like all the things are coming together. Yeah. Rest in piss, Judy. And then, Mel is just like, after seeing Meg, which again is like, she's dead. And he keeps taking these other glances at her naked dead body. I'm like, dude, you gotta stop. But then he's like, it's Ricky. And then he goes and hunts down Ricky. And I was like, he killed him? That's a bummer. And then, spoiler, he's okay. Phew. Ricky does survive at the end of the movie. We don't see him again after they find him alive, but good. Keep him out of this movie. Bad things happen. But yeah, so he thinks he kills Ricky, and then he walks out, he's like, job done. And then you get it was you. And then that's what I was like, Angela. It was Angela, as I assumed from Daphne's spoiler that wasn't a spoiler the whole time.
Oh, man.
And she can throw an arrow through a grown man's neck. That is impressive.
Well, it's archery. She
didn't have a bow. She was holding it in her hand with no bow in the other hand, as far as I could tell. She just yeeted that thing through him spear style. That's my headcanon.
She is an anti-hero. You know what? Don't lose your head about it, Pake.
I won't.
Other people might. But not you.
Yeah. And then, because when they tracked down Ricky to find him still alive, it was like the candy bars that he had taken from the social. And I was like, oh, Powerhouse Hobbs has his own candy bars? That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm quite sure this movie's older than Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, probably. Which makes it even more impressive that he had candy bars in the 80s. But
the counselors are out looking for Ricky and Angela and Paul at that time.
Yeah, and so the ones that find Angela and Paul, I was like,
Ronnie and Susie.
I don't even know how to try to talk about the scene. I don't want to explain the visual that we come across. I'll pass. I'm good. There was a thing that happened. That's good enough. Move on. Okay, I have one. Let's say Angela decided to give an aforementioned Beastie Boys album a spin. Maybe. Maybe that's what happened.
Well, Angela didn't forgive Paul. She invited him to go down to the water
Mm-hmm.
and tells him to take his clothes off so they can go swimming.
Mm-hmm.
He seems real happy about it.
Yeah.
The next thing we know, Ronnie and Susie are looking for Angela and Paul. They hear singing or humming, and they see Angela. And it looks like she's cradling Paul's head.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's singing to him. But you don't see anything out of, I mean, it's like...
There's nothing out of the ordinary. They're both fully naked, but besides that, nothing out of the ordinary at all. Nothing weird at all.
No, that's not...
totally normal.
That's not what I mean. You can't tell at that point that Paul's been decapitated, basically.
And that's the
And
part
she's
that's
cradling
that's the
his
only
head.
part that's concerning at all.
Peg. Yeah. This is when we find out that Angela is Peter. We get the confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
And we get this creepy ending, which I already talked about.
Yes. It was definitely an unsettling visual to leave us with. This weird frozen Angela mask on a bloody naked body. And the face just stays like that.
Yep.
To make sure that it haunts every second of the remainder of our mortal lives.
Yes.
So thanks, Sleepaway Camp, for that.
Yeah. Yeah. The body double for that male, I mean, it goes without saying, was not a child, obviously.
Just a very small framed man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just makes it more unsettling.
Yes.
So I'm like, wait, Angela had a man body the whole time?
Yes.
What? No.
Angela.
Peter was 34 years old.
When you brought this movie up last week, when we did the game, I wanted you to see this movie simply for the ending scene because I knew that it was...
And again, it took me a while to figure out what I was looking at because it was an adult man's body with the face of the... To where, like, my brain was trying to figure out what's going on. I was like, wait, is Paul... But we saw Paul's head. But I was like, is that Paul naked wearing her face as a mask? And he's the... What happened? I was like, I'm confused. And then I was like, no, this is what happened. It's just a terrible... I don't know. Is it like an edit of, like, the face over? Or was it a mask? I don't know. And I didn't want to look into it. I don't...
You don't want to know?
I don't want to know. Honestly, I think the mystery is terrifying enough.
Aww. Are you sure you don't want to know?
I mean, if you have it, you can share it.
Okay. So, here we go. This is from a Screen Rant article. It said, Felissa Rose, the actress who played Angela, was 13 when the movie was filmed. Originally, they were things they were trying to work on, but legally it was never going to fly. So they hired a college student from the area and made him a plaster mold based on Felissa Rose's face. So the anonymous...
With the description being, make the craziest face you can, and then we'll make a mold of that.
So the anonymous student was drunk while filming the scene in order to gather up the courage to stand next to a cold lake wearing nothing but a freaky mask. And the unsettling result is due to Hiltzik's cheap method of overcoming his creative roadblocks as Angela's artificially frozen facial expression is all the more uncannily chilling attached to a larger, more muscular body. The effect sounds clumsy and would be laughable if it wasn't for how abnormal the visual combination looks. It's a reflection of the surreal camp that makes the entirety of Sleepaway Camp so weirdly fun to experience, especially because of that traumatic conclusion. Okay, that's a way of looking at it.
Sure. Some people might feel that way.
Yeah. But also, it wasn't just that. Angela's growling. Like, there's growling going on.
Hissing. Sound like an alligator.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
I could just, Felissa Rose being like, so the script here just says, make the weirdest fucking scene you possibly can imaginable. What does that mean? It's up to you. It's just like, is there any dialogue that I should say? Is there like any, no, fucking weird. That's all that you need to know. Just run with that idea.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like her jaw was getting wider and wider as it kept going. So, yeah. Come on, you know that this was the perfect movie for us to do tonight.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay. So we should do Sleepaway Camp 2.
I don't know.
We probably won't. So I will share this. Angela appears in this one, not quite like she appeared in this one. She appears in the sequel, but she's played by Pamela Springsteen. Well, yes, that is Bruce Springsteen's younger sister playing Angela.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yep. It is a movie. For sure.
So is Springsteen's little sister, would she be known as the girl boss?
Yes. Sure. Yes.
I need to know. Yeah.
I guess. If that makes you happy.
Yeah. If it makes you happy.
It can definitely be that bad because now you're scarred forever from a movie.
I need something that makes me happy because now I have relived this again talking about it, and I need something.
It needed to happen, Pake. It really did.
Yeah. That might make me happy. Feedback phone. Oh God. I gotta get that. And then I'm gonna do that. All right, we do actually have a little bit of feedback this week for this one. Awesome. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get to it. And Daphne, I'll let you take that first one.
Well, Catherine says, Sleepaway Camp isn't a good movie, but it's definitely fun. I'm not sure what most of the actors thought they were doing, especially Aunt Martha, but they were committed. You have to agree with that.
Yeah, in one way or another.
Ricky's my favorite. Always willing to defend his cousin and quick with the comebacks. Eat shit and live, Bill. Perfect. The practical effects were great, especially the burns and blisters on the cook. I wonder if Pake's reaction looked like any of these. And she posted a GIF file, which is basically, I think it's two of the camp counselors seeing Angela.
The ending scene, yeah. the weird Angela face and the two counselors. And I think I responded, I was like, I think it's red hoodie counselors is more me, where it's not so much shock, it's just a look of concern. If anything. I think you got that vibe from this episode.
Yeah.
Now that you've listened. Yeah.
Again, Peg, you have seen this movie. It is one that's a rite of passage. I'm glad that you got to see it.
And I can't unsee it.
No, you can't.
It's there forever. Thanks. And then we have one from our friend Jamie who says, oh my gosh, this is a classic. The surprise ending got me the first time I saw it, and that sticks with you for the rest of your life. Ain't that right, Jamie?
Yes. I mean, Peg, I didn't want you to go without that scene. I wanted you to have it in your head like the rest of us.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for that blessing.
Well, if you'd like to submit feedback, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Run For Your Lives Podcast, or you can email us, runforyourlivespodcast@gmail.com. You can go to runforyourlivespodcast.com for all the links that you're ever going to need. If you're enjoying the show, tell your friends. We are available on all the podcast players, including Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and more. If you feel so inclined, give us a review on Apple Podcasts, as that is the best way to share the love and get us out there even more. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, we do. And of course, speaking of sharing the love, you know As always, you got to give those shout outs to things going on in the Podcastica universe around us and beyond. A lot of great stuff for you to check out. Of course, again, getting used to saying this, my other podcast, Strange Indeed. It'll be just a matter of time. With Thanksgiving coming up very, very soon, we will be back up on the final season of Stranger Things, Season 5. Me and Rima will be back at it over there to break down that final insane season and everything that the Duffers are going to throw at us. So I'm excited to get into that. So yeah, check out Strange Indeed. If you haven't listened to that, go over there, subscribe, follow, do whatever you can do to that feed, and be prepared. Be ready, because we're going to hit the ground running once it starts. So get over there and get ready with us. Stranger Things coming.
It's crazy to think how long it's been. It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stranger Things came up at trivia tonight. The question was about the song that brings Max back from Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
Was not something that I had any trouble coming up with.
No. I still listen to that song somewhat regularly.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
It's great.
Yeah, and a lot of other great Podcastica stuff to check out. Of course, over on The Cast of Us, The Walking Dead rewatch rolls on, as Jason and Steve covered Season 5, Episode 5, Slabtown this week, so you can check out that coverage. Also, I have to give a shout out to one of the newer podcasts, and honestly, if I'm being frank, probably my favorite right now, and it needs some more love, so everybody definitely go check out the podcast Wax Episodic here on Podcastica. They are triple duty over there right now as they're continuing to cover the first season of Fallout as they're getting ready for season 2. So they got episode 7 this week, Cassie and Jason doing that. Also, Jason's on all 3 shows that they're covering on that podcast right now as well. He's busy man.
Well, it is called Obsessive TV Talk with Jason Kabassi.
Yeah, he's kind of got to be there. So yeah, Fallout he's been covering, and then Sean has been joining him for Welcome to Derry, the It series over on HBO Max, which has also been really great to watch and listen to their coverage over there. Has been really fun. And then the newest one that's just started, the first 2 episodes dropped last week, and episode 3 dropped last night, so they should have their coverage up pretty soon. If you're listening to this as it is released. So Jason and Karen, the original Karen from the Walking Dead cast, reuniting with Jason to cover the new Vince Gilligan show, Pluribus. And those first 2 episodes were fantastic. I loved them so much. Didn't know what to expect, and I'm so hooked. I'm so in. What a unique and crazy show, and I'm loving to hear Jason and Karen breaking it down and talking about it, because there's a lot. Yeah, so definitely watch those shows. Check out podcast coverage on Wax Episodic. A lot of great stuff for you to check out there. Also on Podcastica, the Still Slaying podcast with Penny and Sam covering... Penny and a lot of other people, but this week, Sam on there to cover Buffy and Angel stuff. They got Angel Season 1, Episode 15 this week for you to check out. So, Buffy fans, Buffyverse fans, if you're not listening to Still Slaying, get on it, because they've been doing amazing things over there too. Nerding out and having fun conversations about all kinds of Buffy stuff, so check it out. Also, the Squid Game cast is running as Squid Game The Challenge Season 2 is coming to a close. We only have the finale left as we're recording this, and as you're listening to this, just coming up. So Daphne and Nathan will be covering episodes 5 through 8 pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. A lot of fun stuff to check out there. I'm enjoying it. It's always a very unique reality show, but I get sucked in. Netflix has unlocked something. I don't know. They've got the secret formula to like my brain with reality shows. I don't know how they do it, but they do.
Yeah, I love this one. I love The Circle. Those are probably my 2 favorites. And this one, again, it's like Game of Thrones. You just don't get attached and don't get, I mean, you feel a connection and then they're gone. So it's definitely an experience. It's going way too fast. I'm glad that they're dropping the episodes the way they are, but I'm also like, but it's going to be over. Mm-hmm. But the good news is they are doing a season 3.
Yes.
So they're working on that.
That is confirmed. I've seen some stuff about things for that, like casting and stuff will come up soon. And then there's even like on Tudum, which is the Netflix like website and like company thing. They've got like polls and votes and stuff right now for people who got eliminated too early, in your opinion, that you can bring back for season 3. So a lot of fun stuff.
That is great because I have some opinions.
I bet.
Definite opinions about this. You can listen to the podcast to find out, but yeah, you have definite opinions. Unfortunately, this show really dropped while I was in the thick of doing a couple skating competitions, and so our coverage for the second batch of episodes is going to be delayed a little bit, but we're planning to drop 2 episodes next week. We'll cover the finale and episodes 5 through 8. And I'm sorry, because I usually like to have everything out very quickly, and I'm going to be on the road for the next 4 days, so it's not going to work.
She's hitchhiking across country, so...
No, I don't think I'll do that.
She's walking the whole way, and then just camping, literally. She said she'll be on the road, setting up a tent just in the middle of the highway. I've told her it's a terrible idea, but but yeah, so that'll be great to listen to. And then, of course, as I say, beyond, check out some other great stuff outside of Podcastica. We'd love to give some love to our friends over at Pirate Core Entertainment, that podcast network, as What's On Tonight is also covering Welcome to Derry. Becky and Mandy have been doing some great coverage of that over there, so you can check that out as well. Again, Panels to Pixels, Mark and Steve covered Marvel Zombies, so you can check out that as well over there. And then our friends at TV Podcast Industries also do a lot of great comic book shows and stuff like that. So you can check out their coverage of Sandman Season 2. All of that's available to you over there. Marvel Zombies as well. And they covered Gen V Season 2, which has been over for a little bit and was great. They like to do little pub quiz wrap-ups where you can actually go over there and like do a little trivia and pub quiz stuff about the shows that they cover. And that's fun. So yeah, if you want something a little extra fun and stuff over there, definitely check that out. So yeah, TV Podcast Industries, give them a listen and some love as well from us. If you want some more of me and Daphne, you're feeling, crazy, you can check out our other podcast, the Buffalo Podcast. We join our friends Jeff and Jerry on a whimsical, wonderful, wacky road to just, try to make each other laugh and play silly games and have a good time. Just it's become a really great way for us to kind of like unwind from the week and get together and just catch up and chat and be as ridiculous as we possibly can, and we have a lot of fun with it.
We do. I think we recorded episode number 75. Of course, it hasn't dropped yet, but we've been doing it. It blows my mind that we've recorded 75 episodes. And I think, honestly, it keeps getting better and better because I'm just really excited when we get to record because I get to hang out with the 3 of you, even if you do drive me absolutely crazy sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
Almost a guarantee for every episode.
Yes. You've had to bring in backup sometimes.
I have.
Had to call Schoolie.
I have had to call Schoolie.
And that's only if you've been listening. That's for you. Yeah, but aside from that, you go check out all of that great stuff. Lots of amazing podcast stuff for you to check out. And then when you're done with that, of course, next Friday, you can always come right back here to Run for Your Lives. We'll have something fun and new for you. And next week, I'm super stoked because it's been a long time coming. We're finally getting to it. Daphne, what are we doing next week?
When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanishes on the same night at exactly the same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance. We are covering Zach Cregger's 2025 film, Weapons.
Yeah, it's a big one. One of the biggest ones of this year. So, of course, we got to jump on there and cover it. We had a blast with his previous movie, Barbarian, in the previous season when we covered that. So, we were looking forward to some more Zach Cregger goodness. And this one, as most people have seen it, can attest it held up. It's definitely another home run for Mr. Cregger. And if you haven't watched it, get on it. You got a week. Check it out. I promise you it's great. And then you can come and give us your thoughts and feedback and stuff next week for it. We'd love to hear from you.
We definitely would. And with that, we've reached the end of another fun episode and Pake's continued exposure to all of the maddening and bizarre films of the 1980s.
Yeah, you just keep doing it to me. And I let it happen.
Thanks, everyone, for listening. I'm Daphne.
And I'm Pake.
And if you have to run, you better run for your lives.
Bye-bye.